So I didn't even know if I wanted to do this video in the first place, to be honest, because it's not really kind of in my field. I mean, it's to do with YouTube and stuff like that, but for one, it's not directly affecting my channel because you can't really go wrong with tech news. Like, it's not going to be offending anyone or anything. But a lot of news channels, a lot of not news channels like the Vlog Brothers, Boogie2980 and stuff like that, who I guess kind of does news, but not really. Well, it does gaming news and stuff. Anyway, whatever. So basically, they've been affected by this thing that YouTube's rolling out, which is a change to their terms of service. And apparently, it's not something new, but it's something that they applied a year ago, but they're just kind of informing people about it now. And that's this whole kind of YouTube demonetization thing that they're doing. They're basically doing it because they want to make YouTube a safe place, I guess, or something. But the thing is that their terms of service are just really, really vague. And a lot of people have talked about this a lot more in detail, like Philip DeFranco, Boogie2980, as I said, H3H3 Productions, who's got a really good theory on why this is actually happening. It's just kind of messed up at the moment. And the problem with taking ad revenue from content creators for no reason, which by the way, I'm saying for no reason because lots of the people who got their videos flagged and had the monetization taken away apparently a year ago, depending on who you listen to. Basically when they asked for their videos to be reviewed, which is actually something you can do now, they just got monetization back in it just like that. So the thing is that their videos aren't actually against the terms of service because, I mean, somebody at YouTube remonetized them again. But it's just that the YouTube algorithm, which is basically flagging all these videos, is just not really working as it should be. So the problem with this is a lot of people's livelihoods rely on YouTube nowadays. I mean, you can say all you want about YouTube being all not a real job and all that stuff, but a lot of YouTubers work really, really, really hard. A lot harder than some people in 9-to-5 jobs. I mean, I'm not saying all people, but YouTube is a really, really hard job to do. Like, it's obviously different depending on what kind of content you're doing. But the thing is, even for gamers, like, there's a lot of work, especially if they haven't got an editor and things like that, and they want to pump out like 2 videos a day or even 1 video a day. There's a lot of editing, there's a lot of preparation, there's a lot of like post-production that goes into videos. And I'm not even just talking about the editing side, I'm talking about like after it's uploaded, putting in all the tags, putting in the description, and there's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes on YouTube. And the thing is, yes, it's YouTube site, so they can do whatever they want with these videos, but the thing is that, like, if you take away monetization from these videos, it's not going to be sustainable, like, especially if there's enough videos that have been taken away or had their monetization taken away. The thing is, these channels aren't going to be able to sustain themselves. I mean, Philip DeFranco can because he's got other sources. He said that very clearly, but there's a lot of channels that don't, and especially smaller content creators. They've got a lot of things that they want to share with the world, and they're really having a really positive impact, and lots of people look to them for support or advice and stuff like that. And the thing is, I mean, YouTube's shooting themselves in the foot with this, by the way, because, I mean, when videos aren't monetized, that means that neither the content creator or YouTube is getting money from the videos. So, yeah, nobody's really winning in this. And the thing is, advertisers already have the option to say which, like, if they want to have ads attached to controversial topics or not. So I don't really see why YouTube's doing this. Like, I mean, what was kind of wrong with how it was before, to be honest? But it's not really just even the news channels that is really kind of messing this all up. It's some videos by, again, people like Boogie2980. He talked about how he had suicidal thoughts and he tried to kind of give out his story. I mean, I don't remember what the video was about exactly, but I think it was about basically him putting out what his thoughts were and his kind of story to try and help other people who are going through suicidal thoughts. And I mean, there's a video that I just can think of recently, which I'm pretty sure it would have been tagged with suicidal or something like that in the tags, which I think is actually a way of how YouTube is picking up basically these videos to flag. But I don't know if they'll do it to Jacksepticeye, but anyway, that's another thing. But basically, that video, when I went into the comments, there was so many people that were sharing their story about their suicidal thoughts and how they overcame them and stuff like that. I mean, YouTube is a platform where basically it's helped out so many people. It's actually saved many people's lives, even though it may not seem like it has. It's given people a place to communicate. It's been a platform where they can share their thoughts, where they can interact with the community who basically will accept them, will basically know where they're coming from, and it's just a really nice open place to just kind of share people's thoughts. And with YouTube doing things like this, yeah, the videos are still up. They can technically still put the videos up, like, it's just that they're not going to be monetized. And the thing is, yeah, it is kind of still being monetized because YouTube Red, viewers who are watching the videos will still provide the content creators with money. But the thing is, for some channels that isn't enough, and by doing this, these content creators aren't going to want to do these types of videos because for one, it's unsustainable, and for two, they want their content to be monetized so they can actually continue to do the content. I mean, YouTubers have to spend a lot of money. Well, not all YouTubers, but some YouTubers have to spend a lot of money for like editors, for people doing their website, just to basically, if it's their full-time job, they obviously have to spend for a living. This is just messing up things in a really big way. And the thing is, it doesn't seem like it's affecting everyone, because obviously, if you look at people like PewDiePie and then you look at the terms of service, like, there's at least either two of those. I mean, I don't have the terms of service in front of me, but I think he's breaking at least two of those, and he's like the biggest content creator on YouTube. There's some YouTube Red titles that have actually kind of breaking this whole thing about there's not supposed to be violence on YouTube or whatever. And the thing that's the most messed up about this, again, I don't have the terms of service in front of me, I kind of should have done, but you know. And it's just how everything's so, it's just not specific. Like, most of the channels on YouTube, if these were like set in stone and stuff like that, most of the channels on YouTube will basically be going against the terms of service. I mean, I would be one of the channels that wouldn't be, but there's stuff about, like, you can't swear in videos. I mean, like, literally all of the biggest YouTubers swear in their videos. There's just, like, everyone's breaking the terms of service, and the thing is, YouTube isn't even targeting all of those. Like, if they wanted to target all... I mean, I'm not saying they should be, because they obviously shouldn't be, because this content is basically entertainment for so many people. It's helping out so many people. It's giving so many people an escape from their daily lives to just enjoy themselves and be in a community that accepts them and that they can just talk to and just enjoy their spending time with, basically. This is basically going to cut out on that. And I mean, yeah, obviously people like Jacksepticeye, people like Markiplier. I mean people like Markiplier, people like Jacksepticeye, they are great content creators. I mean, I watched both of them. They are both great content creators, but I don't know if YouTube's going to be like putting anything against them. And PewDiePie, I mean, I don't watch PewDiePie personally, but do you really think YouTube's going to be demonetizing their videos when they make so much revenue for them? I mean, that's the thing. Like, you can't just be demonetizing some people's videos and not demonetizing others. I mean, there's no way that I know for sure, but do you really think they're going to be demonetizing half of PewDiePie's videos? I mean, it's going to be shooting themselves in the foot even more. They're not going to be doing that. So I really think YouTube needs to sort this out. They need to just come out and clarify themselves. And the thing is, it's such a shame because YouTube, I feel, was doing so well with all the adding email support for everyone, all this stuff about, what was it? Copyright strikes and all of that. They were doing so well, and there was even a video 2 days before the recent one that H3 Productions put out where he was basically thanking YouTube because they basically reviewed one of his videos and they didn't give it a copyright strike when obviously it was under fair use. So they were going in the right direction, and they kind of messed up again, and it's a real shame really because they were doing so well. But they just really need to sort this out because this potentially might make people lose their jobs. It might basically put a lot of content creators under struggle that they don't need to be in because they're not really doing anything wrong. I mean, it's just maybe because they're putting some words in tags, or because they're putting certain words in the description or title. Like, some of these videos aren't even bad. Like, that's the thing about it. Like, some of them are out there to help people, and just because they're not positive enough or something like that, or because they happen to have some certain tags in their tag section or whatever, like, they're being demonetized when they're out there to help people, and the content creator obviously worked really hard on it. Like, okay, yeah, there's some videos that they didn't work hard on, like, where they just sat down and talked, but I mean, they still have to go through that whole video and edit it. Like, I'm gonna have to go through this whole video and edit it, and it's gonna take me time to do that. Like, if you're in a 9-to-5 job, or you just, I don't know, working at KFC or something, you are paid by hour, so it is still hours that they're spending trying to put out content that's going to inform people or educate people. All that monetization is just going away, and yeah, they might get it back if they review the video, but do they really want to do that for like 150 videos, which I heard one channel, Philip DeFranco mentions, got demonetized, and there was like 500 videos that the Young Turks got demonetized, where, I mean, they have staff to pay. Like, how are they going to pay the staff if their videos are being demonetized? I mean, there's other. I think they might have a patron or something, but you know, still, like, they worked hard. They worked on the video. They had to research into it. They had to do all of that sort of stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling because this is just really bad, and I hope YouTube try and sort this out, because yeah, it's a bit of a mess at the moment, and nobody really knows what's happening, and they don't even want to conduct an interview with Philip DeFranco about it, which he tried to get. So I'm gonna see what happens anyway. Hopefully they'll resolve this over time, like they did with all of their other issues. Basically, I mean, they've been starting to do until they kind of mess this up. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you all in the next video, which will probably be the normal Sunday video. So I'll see you all in that video. Hope you all have a great day. Bye.